So let's move on. Heat pumps, insulation. The results for our installation, they cut our carbon footprint about 7 tons a year, about 16%, saving us about $3,000. It cost me only $1,000 to buy the fiberglass. I installed this myself. Took well under a year, just a few months to pay for itself. And the return on investment is over 100%, again, after tax. So the pre-tax return would need to be maybe 150% or even 200% to be equivalent to this. This is the best return on investment I've ever made. I wish I could invest more of my 401k in insulation. This often pays for itself in the first winter. You will do far more to save the planet from global warming by insulating the ceiling of your basement than you will by buying an electric vehicle, and it will cost you far less. There are 3 main types of insulation. On the left, you can see blown-in cellulose, often used in attics. Fiberglass is used pretty much everywhere, and spray foam on the right is sprayed into the rafters between the rafters on the ceiling of the sloped sides of an attic. Insulation is measured in R values, and more R is better. So R5 per inch is better than R3 per inch. In our house, we have a flat roof, and so you can see there on the left-hand side, we put 10 inches of fiberglass between the rafters on the flat roof, and on top of that, we put 2 layers of 2-inch thick ISO boards. ISO boards are basically spray foam in a board. It's R5 per inch, and it's very easy to handle, very easy to screw in place. I did not do this myself, but I hired a contractor to do it. But it's very easy to install the ISO board. That made our roof about R50, which is a very well insulated roof. In the basement, I installed myself 12 inches of fiberglass insulation, just pushing it up between the rafters there. You can see on the left-hand picture, that gave us about R38 in the basement. Basements leak almost as much heat as roofs. This is commonly misunderstood. Basements really do leak a lot of heat out of the house. And most people do not insulate their basements, and that's one of the main reasons why carbon footprints are so high and energy bills are so high, is because a lot of heat is escaping through the basement. In Massachusetts, MassSave, a government program, will pay 75% of the cost of insulation up to $2,000. So for $500 out of your back pocket, you can get $2,000 worth of insulation that will save you probably $1,000, maybe $2,000 a year on heating bills. So this picture is of peaches growing in my garden, on my trees in summer. You can see the peaches are so ripe, they're heavy and weighing the branches almost to the ground. So this is the lowest hanging, ripest fruit in the zero carbon garden. So please pick it by the bushel load. This is the best way to save yourself money and cut your carbon footprint. MassSave will pay for both attic insulation and basement insulation. So for details on which types of insulation I recommend for different places in your house and how much of it to use, please see Chapter 1, it's all in there. And I do not recommend taking off your siding, thickening the walls with insulation and replacing the siding. This is quite common actually in the zero energy retrofit community or the deep energy retrofit community. But it will definitely cut your carbon footprint, but it's far too expensive compared to insulating your roof and your basement. So much like geothermal, this meets the energy test, but fails the financial test. We spent only $1,000 to insulate the ceiling of our basement, and it's saving us $3,000 a year.